Hi guys, welcome or welcome back. I am Claire and this is Claire's Tarot. As promised in my last video, this is going to be a bit of a look at what is lost and found for us this Venus retrograde cycle. So, in the Venus retrograde cycle, Venus dips below the horizon, and this is looked at in a lot of astrologers' perspectives as like time spent in our own personal underworlds. This is a time of stripping back and really looking at the truth of what our romantic desires are, really looking at beneath the surface of what love has meant to us or what value means to us, and then really letting go of the toxic beliefs or the things that just don't serve us anymore. Reading, if you are interested, I was going to do a video blog about the descent of Inanna, which is an ancient Sumerian legend, but then I got into a bit of a rabbit hole and figured I'd just let you do that if you want to. So what I am going to do in this video is we're going to go by zodiac sign. So I'll have the timestamps for the zodiac signs down below, but we're going to look at what is lost, but what is also found in this Venus retrograde cycle for you. Do note that Venus retrogrades over the part of the sky that it was in about 8 years ago. So look at your life, what was happening 8 years ago for you personally, and this will give you some more clues about what this lesson might be about. I think that's it. Yeah. We're gonna go fire, water, earth, air. Again, I'll just have the timestamps for that down below so you can just go ahead and let's just get right into it. We're going to start with Aries. What is lost for Aries in this Venus retrograde cycle? Okay, lost and found, Aries. So for you, the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands reversed, followed by the Knight of Wands and the Emperor. So this might be talking about your willpower. This might be talking about feeling like you have to have your way. This can also be talking about just like general flightiness or defensiveness. So what is lost for you, Aries, is the Six of Cups. So this reads as a loss of innocence. This might be a loss of feeling naive in relationships. This can be you kind of like growing up in a way. And then what you're finding is the World reversed. So interesting for you, Aries. So what this is really talking about is knowing how long to stay in cycles. This is knowing when this is allowing yourself to get into the place of knowing when enough is enough, I'm hearing, but this is also about when to let go of like certain expectations of people, of yourself, and also just knowing like this is interesting. Like I feel like you're losing like this endless optimism, this endless like childlike optimism, and you're gaining a more realistic perspective of what the world is about. Okay. I hope that resonates, Aries. We're going to move on now to... where should we go next? Let's go to Leo. Okay, what is lost and found for Leo in this retrograde cycle? This Venus retrograde. Okay, lost and found. So what you're losing is the Ace of Pentacles. What you are gaining is the Queen of Swords. The King of Wands reversed is on the bottom of the deck along with the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, interesting. So kind of a similar theme to Aries, but with some key differences. Again, this is talking about cycles. This is about trying to get out of cycles before they're done. What you're losing, the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So this is really talking about like missing opportunities. This is like, I feel like maybe there was a bunch of opportunities that you wanted, or like things that maybe you just felt like for the past couple of years, like every time you tried to start something, like it was like you were banging your head against the wall, and it just wouldn't get going. Like there was just like this leverage piece just like wasn't working for you. What you are gaining is the Queen of Swords reversed. So really learning how to stand in your mental clarity, learning how to detach a little bit, I'm hearing, from maybe the disappointment of these missed opportunities. I'm gonna clarify this Queen of Swords. What is Leo gaining? What is Leo finding? So many things, all of the things. Wow. We have the Five of Swords reversed and the 10 of Pentacles reversed for you to clarify this Queen of Swords. So what you're finding is, yeah, the detachment piece is really learning how to detach from things that no longer serve you. I'm hearing this is you walking away from picking battles with people who I feel like aren't gonna change, is what I'm hearing for you, Leo. Like this is really gonna be you learning not to expect opportunities to happen when they aren't from like a good, healthy place. Like this is, you're going to be gaining more perspective about how to, I don't know, like read the room kind of, or like read a situation, and get a sense for what you can actually expect from them, and then not feeling so disappointed that you're missing out on something. Okay, Leo, that's it for you. Let's go on to Sag. Okay, Sagittarius, what is being lost and found for Sagittarius during this Venus retrograde cycle? What is Sag losing? What is Sag finding? Okay, wow. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. So wish fulfillment. You are, wow, baby. Oh, hun. Okay, so you were losing heartache. Really great. And you are finding the Tower reversed. So Sagittarius, I feel like you are going to be learning how to release your heartache. You're going to be learning how to be less protective of yourself, and you're going to be finding ways to jump into chaos, ways to work with chaos, ways to embrace periods of chaos. Like chaos is really just like and allowing yourself to like not be so consumed maybe by the emotions that come up in that process for you. I really see this as like, instead of being protective of what, like all of the painful things that come with losing certain I don't know, ways of being or like emotional states, you're going to be letting that go, and instead you're going to be gaining like embracing the fact that things don't make sense until they make sense, and just like accepting that periods of disarray are there for a purpose. Like I'm really just hearing like for you Sagittarius, like you're going to be learning how to like go into a storm with intention, and instead of like feeling like life is like dealing you these hard cards, really finding I'm hearing like faith in your higher self again. Like this is going to be you restoring your own faith in like the chaos of the universe. Okay, I hope that helps. We're going to move on now to water signs. And let's start with Pisces. Okay. What is Pisces losing this Venus retrograde? What is Pisces finding? Okay, wow. So Pisces, cool. Cool. You are losing the Knight of Pentacles, but you are gaining the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Reversed for the King of Wands, pardon me. Wow, Pisces. So I feel like this is going to be you losing like This is, you're going to be liberating yourself from like routine that doesn't serve you. This is going to be you finding finding ways to like put your passion to good use. This is definitely going to be you like getting out of a period. Maybe you've been working really, really hard on something and you've like lost what made it really exciting to you. Like you lost your spunk, you lost your fire. Oops. That's a move. Let's readjust here. Hopefully I can edit that out. Pisces, your readings always go a little bit astray. It's kind of super fun, actually. Knight of Pentacles is really talking about like your routine. This is getting like lost in the daily whatever. But you're losing that. Like you're starting to find again things that bring you passion, things that make you feel really, really vigorous, things that help you stand up into your what's the word I'm looking for? Like integrity, into a leadership position, letting go of that self-doubt piece, and like letting go of the idea that you can work hard enough to be worth something is what I'm hearing for you. Like this is going to be you just being like, no, I'm just going to do it. Good for you. Okay, we're going to move on. Thanks, Pisces. I hope that resonates. Flying cards are my favorite. Let's go next to Cancer. Okay, what is lost and found for Cancer this Venus retrograde? Lost is the Tower. Found for Cancer this Venus retrograde. I'm feeling that. Wow, cool. Hanged Man reversed and Death reversed on the bottom of the deck. Wow, there's a lot of acceptance here. A lot of acceptance. Cancer, I've got good news for you. I feel like your life up until this point has been chaotic as all heck. And that is going to be, either the chaos itself is going to be ending, or like you're feeling that you don't have control over certain situations is going to end, and you're going to be gaining like a sense of security back, or you'll be gaining like a sense of stability within yourself through those changes. I'm just going to clarify a little bit further. What is Cancer gaining? Why is this Four of Pentacles here? Wow, another Four of Wands. Yeah, you're going to be gaining like some sort of a commitment to yourself. I'm feeling like, I don't think this is going to be like another person necessarily. I do think that this is you going to be finding commitment to your own value, commitment to yourself. You know, Cancer, you had Pluto squaring off to you like in varying degrees since Pluto went into Capricorn. So like this is you just like finding that self-worth piece and like committing to it. And that's great. That's totally great. I hope that resonates. We're going to move on now to a Scorpio. What is Scorpio? Losing and finding this Venus retrograde. What is lost for Scorpio? Let's be clear. What is found for Scorpio? Okay. Okay, Scorpio, for you, what is lost is Strength reversed. Interesting. And what is found is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Let's clarify this Queen of Pentacles. Why is this Queen of Pentacles here for things Scorpio is finding? You've got the King of Wands. Doesn't feel it. And the Four of Swords reversed. Okay, so Scorpio, you're maybe coming out of feeling really insecure about some kind of a thing. I'm getting that you have been being strong for other people and not for yourself. But what you are gaining is perspective on that. You're going to be gaining a little bit of insight on that, and you're going to be standing up into this King of Wands energy and like just kind of getting back into like scorpionic power, you know, like really I'm getting like the thing for me, the thing for Scorpio that I always kind of see is like feeling like you have to change to fit in instead of changing the culture so that it fits you. This is what's happening for you, Scorpio. This is really you kind of like recognizing like, I don't have to change because like, you know, something as weird as me exists, it's with a purpose, you know, like God, the universe, spirit, whomever, like doesn't make mistakes. You're here for a reason. And this is just you kind of like accepting that, I feel like. And yeah, being strong for yourself instead of other people. Cool. That's it for you, Scorpio. We're going to move on to earth signs now. Let's hop over to Taurus. Okay, what is lost and found for Taurus this Venus retrograde? What is lost for Taurus? Well, you get 3 cards, Taurus. And what is found for Taurus? Okay. Okay. Wow. Good grief. Taurus, have you been going through it lately? Because you're losing the King of Wands, the Devil, and the Tower. So, like, this combo is, like, addiction. Such a happy little group, don't you think? But I really do see, like, the things that you're gaining are the 4 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. So, there may have been, like, a period of chaos or, like, trying to control the chaos or, like, using inappropriate coping mechanisms to cope with the chaos, and now you're in the place where you're coming out of that, where you're able to communicate with other people, you're able to depend on other people in community, and you're finding healthy interdependence. This might be you, like addiction, like is just coming up so strongly, whether this is you know, attachment to things that just like don't serve you, or whether this is like inappropriate storylines you've been telling yourself. Those things are ending for you, and what's coming in is I think you're allowing yourself to tell a new story about who you are and how you got to this point, and what other people can offer you. I'm really hearing. I do want to clarify this King of Wands. Why is this King of Wands for things Taurus is losing? Yeah, so you have the 9 of Swords and the Chariot both reversed. So I feel like there may have been like a trying to like avoid. There's like an avoidance here, like trying to avoid either the truth of a matter or like the underlying patterns at play, or like just trying to like control something. This could also be just like life dealt you like a really, really hard card. And now it's like you've learned enough lessons, you've learned enough hard lessons, and now it's time for some good things to come in, as long as you accept them and as long as you allow people to pour into you and share those things with you. That's what I really get for you, Taurus. So that's very hopeful, and I hope that that resonates. We are going to move on now. Where should we go next? Taurus into... Let's go to Virgo. What is lost and found for Virgo? This Venus retrograde. What is Virgo losing? What is Virgo finding. You get 3 again. Ooh. Bottom of the deck is the 2 of Pentacles reversed. You are losing the Ace of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles reversed. You are finding the Devil, the Lovers, and the Hierophant. Wow. What's going on for you, Virgo? That is really intense. That's very intense. Okay, so let's talk about what is being lost. The Ace of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. This is really talking about like maybe there was a environment that you were trying to get in on. Maybe there was like a opportunity with like a certain group of people that is, or like I'm getting like anytime the 10 of Pentacles, especially in the reversal, comes out, like anytime there is some sort of an unhealthy community or like a context, a social context, especially, and like what you perceived as the value of that context is, if first like it's shifted for you and you're now able to like see it maybe for what it really is. Like this is you letting go of the idea that something that is like inherently unhealthy can be turned into something that is healthy with what you're gaining, like the Hierophant, the Lovers, and the Devil. Like this is really, wow, like this is commitment to your own personal truth. This is commitment to you relinquishing those unhealthy dynamics and you really looking at this is like the classic, like people in relationships, when they get the Devil card, like there's a lot of fear because it is like, you know, in Western culture, like the Devil is not somebody who you want to be in bed with, but like with the Hierophant and the Lovers, like this is really like you committing to working through the challenging parts of your relationship, whether that's your relationship with yourself, whether that's getting more like true to who you are, whether that's like you finding like a higher level path, like you in your spirituality, you're like now committing to like, I want to have a healthy relationship. If that's with someone, that's great. But I also see like this is you just being like, I am going to get so spiritually secured that nothing is going to shake me, like this unhealthy community, these missed opportunities. You know, like this having to pretend that I'm something I'm not, that is something you're relinquishing. And it's really like quite beautiful. It's quite Virgonian in its own way. You know, like a Virgo has never been one to shy away from the truth of the matter, which is why we love you. And yeah, just like finding some truth within that. Okay, that is it for you, Virgo. I hope that resonates. Let's move on to Capricorn. What is lost for Capricorn this Venus retrograde? What is found for Capricorn this Venus retrograde? Wow. Okay, bottom of the deck for you, Capricorn, is the 9 of Pentacles reversed, followed by the Hangman. So, waiting. Lots of waiting. Okay, what is lost for you is the 8 of Swords and the Knight of Swords reversed. So this is social expectation. This is mental confusion. This is really feeling like you don't have the clarity to deal with something, or feeling like bound to something. Like there's just like so much mental confusion here. So I really do see this as you like cutting those bonds that like these self-imposed blocks. And then what you are gaining is the 8 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, both reversed. So what you're gaining, Capricorn, is the ability to properly assess the value of a situation, know what's worth investing in. This can be like very, very physically with your finances. This can also be emotionally, like what is worth investing in, looking at when the right time to walk away from something is, when it's time to stay and learn more, when it's time to be more patient with yourself as well. Like I'm seeing you're making this transition from being like really mentally restless, really mentally like unclear, into this really beautiful place of like, I'm gonna like wait it out. I'm going to wait this storm out. I'm going to, I'm going to find my clarity through it, and I'm going to just allow things to unfold in the time that they do, and gaining mental clarity through that process and finding your happiness in that process as well. I hope that resonates for you, Capricorn. We are going to go ahead and move on to the air signs, last but not least. Where should we go? Let's go to Libra. Okay. What is lost for Libra this Venus retrograde? What is found for Libra this Venus retrograde? Bottom of the deck for you guys is the Four of Cups reversed. Introspection. Okay. So Libra, what is lost for you is the Five of Cups reversed and the Knight of Swords. This is like staying way too long in grief. This is like staying way too long, like waiting for something to change. Libra, what I really feel like is going on here, it's really interesting because both your lost and your found, it's like the same thing. It's really, really mirrored. It's like you're losing a sadness, or like trying to rush your sadness in some way and just detaching. Like you're gaining the Seven of Pentacles reversed and the Magician reversed. So just like you're gaining like a sense that everything was not as it seems in the past. Like I feel like you're acknowledging to yourself that you've been in your place of reflection for long enough that you're able to detect deception, and the details of what something is. And I feel like you're finally going to be gaining some clarity about that. You might be finding people who you can talk to about these things. Let's clarify, what is Libra gaining this Venus retrograde? The Two of Cups and the Ten of Wands reversed. Interesting. I'm getting like a whole lot of like self-love, and like just also realizing that in your personal relationships, it's not up to you, that it is a two-way street, and that you're in the place finally where no longer do you take responsibility for other people. No longer do you take action towards them, when in fact it is more appropriate for them to move towards you, to communicate with you, and really just like finding that like dignity piece within yourself where you're like, well, value me or miss me, I hope that resonates for you, Libra. We're going to go ahead and move on to Aquarius. What is lost and found for Aquarius this Venus retrograde? Lost and found. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords reversed and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Some stubbornness, maybe. Okay, what is being lost is the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles reversed. What is being found is the Ace of Wands and the High Priestess. Ace of Wands is in the reversal. So Aquarius, what is being lost for you is like overthinking, over emoting, I'm hearing as well. Staying too long in situations that you know are resolved. What is being found for you is some clarity about why you were staying there in the first place. This is definitely talking about turning into your inner voice and the lessons that have been there the whole time that you maybe weren't paying attention to. And I'm feeling like this is like a recalibration of the more receptive side of your personality. This is like, instead of like moving forward and like this like active like masculine energy, like this is you recalibrating and finding a bigger balance with the more feminine side of your psyche. This can also be a recalibration of your sexuality. Cool, that's it for you, Aquarius. I hope that resonates. And let's go ahead and wrap this up with Gemini. What is lost and found for Gemini this Venus retrograde cycle? What is lost? What is found? Oh, okay, Dinah. Okay. Cool. Bottom of the deck for you guys is the Eight of Wands. So loosening, freeing yourselves from social contracts and grief. We are looking at what is lost for you is Justice and the Hierophant, both reversed. So this is really like, okay, and you're gaining the Page of Cups and the Magician reversed. So I feel like you went from a place of like believing that you were, I feel like this is a God complex. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you guys. I feel like this is you believing that you are judge, jury, executioner, that you know what's best, or you're losing like an orthodox side of yourself, or like the idea that things have to follow certain rules in order to be right. And you're starting to trust your emotions and your intuition a little bit. You're not manifesting things that aren't good for you. You're starting to perceive people's deceptiveness a little bit more closely, and you're starting to understand the opportunities that come up as they are. It's like you're releasing the expectation of things to be like really super strident and orthodox, but you're gaining like this wonderful, like more creative flow of things is what I'm seeing. Okay, that is it for you, Gemini. I hope that this resonated, guys. I will see you in your next reading, and I hope you have a fantastic day.